It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Brooklyn Nets. Looking at the Nets, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. And we'll get to see Paul Millsap tonight. With Paul, it is a guy who entered the league as a guy who would grind it out on the block, but he's transformed himself into a stretch four the last few seasons. How hard is it to make that change as a big man?
Well, I'm not a shooter, Ernie. I'm a prolific MF scorer. MF stands for most frequently.
Okay.
But I do know for a fact you don't get a good shot overnight. It takes time and effort. He's definitely worked on his game. Usually you work on your shot just to keep defenders honest, but he reminds me of Horace Grant up there 15 feet and out, looking really good.
Well, it's not easy to add a skill when you're in the NBA because pretty much a lot of times the game is set, but, you know, I was,
Hello. Hey,
no,
you still there?
I had to.
Hey, did you lose your train of thought?
No, I was thinking about myself. I started thinking about myself. I started thinking about myself.
Wake up.
Hey.
You know, I just started thinking about myself. I'm sorry. But Millsap has done a great job.
Hey, shake yourself, man.
Jeez.
Golly.
Why are you always talking about you?
We're trying to get this thing going. We're trying to do our jobs.
My bad.
At least maybe pay attention to what we're doing.
I was just a KS kind of scorer.
Kevin Harlan standing by. He's got the call.
That's what I was searching for. I forgot. I was like.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. The Brooklyn Nets, they want to turn the season series around as they lost their last matchup against Denver.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
And you know, Greg, to me that's baffling. I'm not sure why they didn't do some dine-in eating. Go inside and eat instead of all that work in the drive-through behind the arc.
Tip-off goes to Denver. Harris outside. Millsap a screen. In the corner, it's Harris. Just 5 to shoot. From 17 feet out, some solid defense there from Lynn. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Lynn and Russell are in the backcourt. Carroll and Booker are your small and power forwards. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Russell, no good. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Yep, they sure did. Seemed like they had them completely figured out, hammered them with their aggressive defense throughout the game.
Now Lynn following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Yep, it counts. Well, Clark, as we were just talking about, it's an early part of the season, and teams are still adjusting to the players they've got on these rosters. And if you're a coach, how worried are you about wins and losses at this point of the season?
Well, you're always conscious of wins and losses. That's what you're judged on. But you also have to be balanced in your approach, understanding it's a long season and that you're going to be foremanning throughout the season as a team coming together, and that takes time. You just can't rush it. So you can't major in the minors. You got to keep your eye on the big picture and keep working towards who and what you think your team can become.
And it's Russell missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Chandler kicks to Murray. Here's Millsap. Mozgov grabs the board.
They're cold so far, only 1 for 5 to begin this one.
Here's Russell with the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Russell's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Millsap. Another shot. And Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got his first basket.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Now here's Lynn. 17 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix. And it's Russell in the corner. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Russell's got 5 now.
Getting more comfortable attacking inside is Russell. Nice job, D-Russ.
Millsap passes to Chandler. Back to Millsap. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. He gets it in there.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now, here is Russell. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And I felt like his offense fed right into his D. He caused a bunch of turnovers. There was just no let-up in him all night.
And here is Murray after D'Angelo Russell hitting the three. Murray kicks to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Lynn with it. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. And that one is off. And Denver the other way now. On the wing, Chandler. And that misses. That would have put him up. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Suns in Phoenix.
And look at what they did in the fourth quarter. Just totally out of sync and lacking in intensity. And that turned into that huge comeback.
A nice shot by Booker.
Hard to slow Booker. Tremendous at sticking with the shot even when the defense is all over him.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Carroll against Chandler. Right at the free throw line. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
There's a screen. Picked by Mozgov. Carroll dishes to Booker. A stupendous finish in traffic. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
And Kevin, you know, you got to love Booker. He's so clever at scoring around whatever defense is presented.
Murray kicks to Chandler. Launches a three. Chandler with another miss. Nets leading by 4. In the corner, it's Lynn. No good on the triple. Jacks up a three. Chandler with another miss.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
Denver's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Harris with it. He's picked up by Russell. Millsap's against Lynn. The shot by Chandler, wide open. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Chandler's got 5.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter. And really, the Nuggets, a stronger team than many had predicted last season. One area that troubled them was the defensive end. And when they would lose, it was usually by being unable to come up with consistent stops.
And for the Nuggets and their defensive issues, Greg, a lot of it stemmed from their lack of rim protection.
Yeah, and the inability to challenge shots in general, for that matter. And they also had problems applying pressure and forcing turnovers as a team, at the bottom of the league in terms of turnovers forced.
And that one misses. Clark, when you look around the NBA, is there one point guard you wish you could have played with in your day?
There's a bunch of them out there, Kevin. I mean, Chris Paul is so good at orchestrating the offense and getting his guys good quality shots on a regular basis. Steph Curry is underrated, I think, as a passer. His shooting spaces the floor so well. Damian Lillard is outstanding. I think John Wall would be a lot of fun to play with because of his speed and his ability to create opportunities just by getting into the lane. So those are 4 guys that I would have loved to hang out with.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Mike Malone.
He's tried to remain upbeat about their performance this season, even though they have not played at the level of the elite teams in the league. He said the effort's been there, we just haven't gotten the results we've been hoping for. They continue to try to find answers. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Denver with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Jokic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
I think they've got to consider, Greg, throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
Now here's Zeller. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's LeVert. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Denver.
And they've pretty much ignored the corner 3 tonight. It's a useful shot to have. It really forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
The Nuggets have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. To the inside. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Jokic has got 12 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Dinwiddie passes to Booker. And it's Carroll in the corner. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Out to the wing. Here's Murray. Second shot opportunity. It's deflected. Here's LeVert. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix. Barton outside. And there's the pass to Jokic. 3-pointer. And Will Barton good for 3. Now it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Looking to end the run. Rebound by Murray. The Nuggets leading by 5 to the middle. A floater, and Barton finishes inside. Barton's got his 2nd basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Passes it to LeVert. Pass to Booker. Here's LeVert. Millsap covering. A nice shot by LeVert.
Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And Trevor Booker is generously listed at 6'8". We call that a program height. But he is a quick leaper, so he plays bigger than he is. You let him get in close, and he'll punch that ticket on you.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Fareed comes in for Paul Millsap. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Moutier in for Jamal Murray. And then for Brooklyn, Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Trevor Booker. And Krebs subbed in for Damari Carroll. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Excellent use of the screen that time. Clark, and as good as Booker is around the rim, he's looking to stretch his range out beyond the arc.
And that's a wise move for him as a player. Expand your range because you've shown you can make that shot, and I think that just makes him more valuable on offense.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Moutier. Pass to LeVert, picked by Zeller. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Yeah, good interior D there, prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And here's Moutier. 9 points last game out. Kicks to Barton. He feeds it to Fareed. And a missed layup.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
The dish to Dinwiddie. 1:21 left to play here in the first. 5 on the clock. Crab, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Moutier kicks to Arthur. They get it back. That one doesn't drop. Nets trail by 6. LeVert the pass to Zeller. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Moutier. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Dinwiddie passes to Hollis Jefferson. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Hollis Jefferson's got 5.
And, you know, when Hollis Jefferson is getting it done at both ends, he can really be an asset.
Here's Dinwiddie. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Zeller. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Arthur. Here's Fareed. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Here's Dinwiddie. Over Moutier. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
Well, they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful.
I wasn't sure, if my career would ever pan out the way I was hoping for, or if I would be able to stay in the NBA. And so for me to be here playing, to be able to know I'm going to play in the game, in an NBA game, it's just, it's pretty cool.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lin has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lin.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
And you know what, Greg? It looks like they have an advantage there. I mean, I liked how they've made an effort, really a concentrated effort, to hit that glass.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Crabbe, Tyler Zeller out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Barton, no good on the free throw.
And one of the things about Will Barton's game that, to me, makes him such a force is how unpredictable he can be. He plays at times almost like a man out of control, and it really does work to his advantage, as he is a difficult guy to deal with in those one-on-one situations.
Now here's Moutier, D right on him. Plumlee with the screen. Barton kicks to Plumlee. Here's Arthur. And a miss there on the triple. Nets trail by 3. Feeds it to Crabbe. Picked by Zeller. Grab the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And Fareed sends it back. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Barton from outside. They get it again. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
Here's LeVert. That shot off the mark. Now Denver takes it the other way. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Barton dishes to Moutier. Second shot opportunity, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And the Nets offense, Clark, looking to play up tempo. First in the league last season in possessions per game.
Yeah, and really trying to exploit and take advantage of their youth. Following the Spurs model, spreading the minutes out, trying to use more guys. I think it helps them play at that pace when you can utilize more players.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And Clark, just how important to a team is it to have a veteran presence on it? Like, how did the vets on the Pacers help you when you were a rookie or a young player in the league?
You know what? I think it's invaluable, Kevin. I was a 21-year-old rookie. I left after my junior year at Ohio State. And veteran players, Herb Williams had been there a year or two. Guys like Billy Knight and George Johnson, Butch Carter were around. And having those guys talk about what it takes, and we were a very young team and had young veterans, but still they were invaluable in terms of giving you an example of how to go about your business to be successful as a pro.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
But they recover it. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Plumlee with the screen. Harris kicks to Moutier. 6 on the shot clock to the left side wing. The wide open look for Plumlee. And again, Denver no good. Here's Russell. Lays it up off the glass. Russell's got 10 points.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Plumlee with a screen on Lynn. Moutier, no good. Nets trail by 4. Russell with it. Picked up by Harris. It's stolen by Moutier. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Moutier with the ball. And Moutier throws it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball.
And Jeremy Lin, you know, I think has a great reputation. He's a confident guy who provides energy at both guard spots.
And going into last season, Jeremy Lin signed with the Nets for that 3-year deal and close to $36 million, and excited to make his return to really the birthplace of Linsanity. Unfortunately, the hamstring injuries cost him a huge chunk of that season.
The first free throw is good. And Greg, Jeremy Lin described last season as a year of my prime down the drain. I mean, it had to be demoralizing.
Yeah, especially after bouncing around for a few years. He thought he'd found a chance to start and a chance to lead, and instead he found himself in dress casual on the bench.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Mozgov with the steal, and Fareed sends it back. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Moutier spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Arthur passes to Moutier. Shoots over Lynn. It's deflected.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
He kicks to Cram. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lynn dishes to Mozgov. Just 5 on the clock. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And Fareed kicks to Harris. They set the pick. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Boy, I like his intensity, Greg. He's not afraid to take it straight to the rack on the bigger defender. Right at him.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. 7 points in the game. And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That's foul number 2 for him.
And, you know, that's a second foul early in this quarter. I think he's got to be much more cautious in how he defends now.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Kenneth Fareed. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Jarrell Arthur. And Murray's subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside.
Now Murray. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State. And Damari Carroll is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Chandler goes in and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, Chandler. Clark, when you were playing, what was your game day routine like?
Well, it was simple. I didn't complicate things, Kevin. I tried to get a good meal, was just beginning to learn how to eat properly and best for my body. And then I would always try to get an hour to 2 hour pregame nap. That goes all the way back to high school. I enjoyed just getting off my feet. Sometimes I would fall asleep completely. Other times I would just kind of drift into a light sleep. But just having that routine of resting before games was part of how I got ready to try to serve the other guys up.
And last season, how about the jump to true stardom that Jokic was able to make? There was a stretch where every game he just looked more and more incredible. Truly gave this team, I think, a franchise player in the blink of an eye.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And for so many fans, Greg, of Jokic, it wasn't a surprise to see his play blossom last season.
Yeah, and boy, did he. Jokic is so skilled for a big man, having played point guard growing up. Still very young and looks to be a star for a long time.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill and physical.
Russell passes to Booker. The shake, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Harris kicks to Millsap. Over Booker. Again, Millsap missing.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Mozgov sets a screen for Russell. Over to the left wing. Mozgov kicks to Russell. And there it is for him. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really putting on some kind of show here is D'Angelo. This is what everybody on that team wants to see more and more of from him.
From 18 feet away, and there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Murray. Millsap's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Nuggets. Outside, Lynn. Outside, Russell lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And when the Nuggets are clicking on offense, Greg, they are a joy to watch.
You know, they are, and one reason is because they're one of the better passing teams in the league. And right near the top in terms of assists per game last season. And all players on this roster at all positions look to make that extra pass to get an easy bucket.
Nets trail by 10. Outside, Lynn. Out left to the wing. Mozgov with it. He's picked up by Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. Mozgov's shot is off.
and a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Booker dishes to Lynn. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Love the attacking mentality. Lynn doing whatever he can to get himself to the line. Jeremy Lin, an attack guard if there ever was one. He wants to play downhill all the time, explodes to the rim, and forces the defense to react to his drives.
The first one falls. And Lynn's athleticism certainly is underrated. Back, in fact, Clark, when he played with the Rockets, they said he had the quickest first step they'd ever measure.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he is deceptively athletic, and he uses that athleticism at both ends. Defensively, he can get steals and blocks too, Kevin.
Both free throws good from Lynn.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
For three, Murray. Booker pulls it in.
And he's missed every single shot he's attempted today, but somehow they're still in the lead.
Dishes it to Carroll. Right through the D for the layup. Carroll's got 5 now.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
And that one's good, Jokic.
And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
Lynn the pass to Mozgov. There's the feed to Russell. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. Denver leading by 6. Murray kicks to Millsap. Rebound, Brooklyn. Left side, Lynn. Here's Booker. Good work defensively by Millsap.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
And stolen by Russell. Here we go, one-on-one. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Lynn.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Here's Booker, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
But they get it done. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got 6 points in the quarter. The Nuggets shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Now here's Murray, defended by Lynn. Jokic with his screen on Lynn. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Jokic, no good.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was, and I'll tell you what, they got very lucky.
Booker outside. Russell kicks to Lynn. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Murray.
And Murray has a full package. I mean, he's a deadly shooter and a surprisingly good penetrator, too. A terrific guard.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And so Murray nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's LeVert. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Carroll passes to LeVert. That one's not going to go. Barton with some nice D.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
For the Nuggets, Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. And Kenneth Faried subbed in for Wilson Chandler. And then for Brooklyn, Hollis Jefferson comes in for Trevor Booker. And it's Alan Crabb in for Damari Carroll. Nets trail by 6. Here's Dinwiddie. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Here's LeVert. And so we wrap up the first half. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 6. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
The differential is the free throw attempts, and that's one of the big stories in this game tonight. They were being so aggressive and so smart that all they could do on the defensive end was foul.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
Well, they're getting beat up on the boards. Ooh, smack them around, smack them around. And you know the coach is unhappy about it, because I'm unhappy about it, Ernie. I'm sure he's in the locker room right now saying, hey, we can bounce back in the second half. You need to dig deep, show some pride.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
The Denver skyline looking absolutely gorgeous tonight as we return to the Mile High City. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
And you know what, Greg? He's showing no signs of slowing down now. This game has been all him, and he's been a force.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Murray and Harris in the backcourt, and it's Chandler in at the small forward position. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And really credit their advantage on the backcourt. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Millsap kicks to Harris. Off target from outside.
Not a good pick there. If I'm shooting the ball and I'm looking at him, I'm asking, where is the effort? You've got to do a better job of screening.
Mozgov kicks to Russell. Back to Mozgov. Chandler with the steal. Wide open look here for Murray. Drills the three-pointer. Murray's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Nuggets.
Boy, Murray has such a soft ball. I mean, he shoots a soft shot, especially from deep where he is automatic.
Here's Carroll, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
It's Millsap with the drive. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Nets trail by 7.
And, of course, for the Nets, I mean, they won't control their own first-round pick until 2019. There's going to be some losing along the way with not much reward.
Murray kicks to Harris. Passes to Jokic. Jokic a screen. Millsap has the open look. Again, Millsap missing.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Nets passing it around. Out to the wing. Here's Russell. Here's Mozgov. And Mozgov throws it down.
Yeah, good work ethic on display from Mozgov. Staying active, making an impact on the offensive board.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Jokic with a screen on Lynn. Millsap a screen. Chandler outside. Denver gets it back.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Outside, Lynn. Out to the wing. Mozgov dishes to Russell. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Moutier is checked in. Outside, Russell. He dishes it to Carroll. Jokic with the steal. Now, here's Moutier. Defended by Lynn. Jokic. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Now it's a 7-point Denver lead. Lynn the pass to Booker. Back to Lynn. Picked by Mozgov. Lynn kicks to Carroll. Off target from outside.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
The shot's good. Harris has got his second bucket.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Lynn dishes to Russell. Pass to Booker. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Harris against Russell. Harris passes to Jokic. Shoots over Mozgov. Almost, but it rolls out.
You must make that one. Even with the defense present, these are shots you have to finish.
Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line. So it'll be DeMarre Carroll shooting. That one on Chandler. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And that one falls for Carroll.
And really, the first 3 or 4 seasons of his career, DeMarre Carroll was kind of a fringe rotation player. I think once his three-point shooting took form in Atlanta, that's when his value as a player skyrocketed.
And here's Chandler from the arc. A rebound by the Nets. Booker's got 6 rebounds in the game.
This has been a rough, turbulent outing for him so far. Fortunately, the rest of his team has bailed him out.
Russell from long range. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. 17 points for D'Angelo Russell. And for Damari Carroll, able to hit the three, but it all starts for him, Greg, at the defensive end.
Yeah, he can be an intimidator on that side of the ball, and with his lockdown mentality defensively, he only needs to provide complementary scoring to be a key contributor.
Lynn kicks to Booker, unloads. That one misses. And Denver the other way now. They've led by as much as 10.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Pass to Russell. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Shot off the screen. Misses off the left iron.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game. Hey, but unfortunately, they came up empty.
Chandler, no good.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
And the Nets miss again. The Nuggets leading by 5. And Harris wide open. He shoots. They grab their own miss. Arthur, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lynn dishes to Russell. Booker, right side. Right wing. And a wide open look for Lynn. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 6 assists here tonight.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm, because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop, and you're back in rhythm.
For the tie, and he hits the jump shot. Booker's got 6.
Yeah, Booker's starting to round out his offensive game. You got to get up into him before he catches the ball.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Hey, you know, D'Angelo Russell clearly has had his missteps. A lot of young players do. Embroiled in a controversy a couple of seasons back that hurt his relationship with his teammates. I think he's still in the process of working to recover that trust.
And Russell in the past criticized Clark for his maturity or the lack of maturity. But, you know, Clark, we forget how young a lot of these guys are.
Yeah, well said. They are young, but there is a level of professionalism that you have to embrace pretty quickly. And D'Angelo struggled with that initially, but he's the kind of kid, he's smart, he wants to be good. I think he's going to zero in and put it all together, because we know the talent is there. Now it's about maturing.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Kenneth Faried comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Barton subbed in for Harris. Now here's Moutier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Barton. Tries again. And the layup is good. He has 7.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Dinwiddie. Here's the screen. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Boy, Hollis Jefferson really draws fouls in bunches. I mean, this kid is just kinetic with the ball in his hands.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Hollis Jefferson. And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done a great job as an organization of collecting talent.
And with that steady approach, they've been able to develop a star with Jokic. The Nuggets took a very disciplined approach to building this team, and you can see the depth they enjoy, and it all starts with the job this front office has done.
He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, he's like mortar when you look at Rondé Hollis Jefferson, he's a guy that holds things together, plays with great energy and effort, and that's contagious and also beneficial for a team.
Here's Arthur. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Dinwiddie, picked by Zeller. Dinwiddie passes to Hollis Jefferson. Down low, the shot, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Now here's Arthur. He's tightly guarded. Kicks to Moutier. He feeds it to Plumlee. Plumlee sets the pick for Barton. Wants to get it to Fareed and does. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Crab, no good. The Nuggets leading by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Zeller with the double team. Plumlee, no luck. Nets trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Zeller kicks to Dinwiddie. It's stolen by Moutier. The Nuggets making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Barton outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for the Nets.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
The first free throw is good. And the Nets adding their own G League affiliate, the Long Island Nets.
Yeah, and the Nets franchise originally, remember, based in Long Island. So nice to have that homecoming. And of course, with young talent development, so critical for this Nets organization. Having that minor league team in close proximity, very valuable.
Picked by Zeller. Here's Crab. There's the dish to Zeller. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And there's a foul called on Alan Crab. That's his first foul. Martin with it. 8 points for him. And here is Arthur. Murray for 3. Here's Fareed. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
Hollis Jefferson passes to LeVert. Connects from three-point range. LeVert's got his second basket of the night.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Plumlee with the screen. Fareed right side. Not enough on that one as it misses. Nets trail by 5. To the wing on the left. Dinwiddie passes to Hollis Jefferson. They set the pick. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Will Barton.
And the Nets' decision to go all in for a title, much scrutinized, and rightly so. I mean, you've got to respect the financial commitment. And at the time, an NBA record for payroll didn't quite pan out the way they hoped.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And for the Nets back in 2013-14, the new luxury tax structure resulted in record losses for the franchise. $144 million. That's a lot in a single season.
Yeah, that's a lot of zeros, Kevin. More than 10 times the next closest team at the time. So that's not a list you want to be on. Ownership now showing a little more discipline and restraint. Even looking to sell almost half the team to spread those future costs.
Millsap dishes to Fareed. Back to Millsap. Over Crabbe. Millsap misses.
And I think these are the shots he's got to avoid taking. I mean, already struggling. He's not helping his team right now looking at those shots.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
And Plumlee kicks to Murray. Screen by Fareed. Murray, the pass to Fareed. It's tipped. Here's Dinwiddie. The pass to LeVert. For the lead. Misses. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nuggets lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Mike Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
Stops and run. Stops and run. Sense of urgency, man. Come on. We got to get this win.
Trying to stoke the fire under his team. Mike Malone asking his guys to seize the moment.
And this is the time when the leaders on the court need to step up, take control, and make things happen.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Hollis Jefferson. He's out there with Tyler Zeller. Alan Crabbe out there with LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Crabbe from long range. Brooklyn gets it back in a new shot clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And given how big and powerful Hollis Jefferson is, not surprising to see him utilize that strength to draw fouls inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And for Rondé Hollis Jefferson Clark, he can do a lot of different things, but the hole in his game has been his inability to shoot the ball.
Well, I've got to be honest with you. That jumper of his is really broke. I mean, it's just quirky and unorthodox and needs some work. It's awkward, very awkward. And he seemed to regress a bit offensively in his 2nd year. If he can repair that shot, though, I think he's got a lot to offer. From the moment he set foot in the league, Rondé Hollis Jefferson has been an elite defender. That's his calling card. He's a terrific athlete, can guard really any position on the floor, except maybe some centers, but heck, I wouldn't even mind trying him against most of the centers for short stints. He's that good on deep.
Nets trail by 4. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Here's LeVert, feeds it to Zeller. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. 4 on the clock. Shot on the wing. Misses off the right iron. And you look at the versatility of Hollis Jefferson. He can not only guard big men, He blocks shots and rebounds like a big man, too.
Well, he actually plays bigger than he is, Kevin, because he's got a 7'2" wingspan. I mean, that allows him to do a lot against bigger people.
Here's LeVert. At the elbow zone. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. They set the screen. There's Crabbe with the three. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Count it. And now it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Two shots.
That's good from Crabbe.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Chandler comes in for Fareed, and it's Gary Harris in for Barton. Good on both. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Millsap a screen. Murray kicks to Millsap. Over Booker. Again, Millsap missing.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Offensive rebound. Booker dishes to Mozgov.
Veteran move that time by Mozgov. Catches the defender taking a nap down there.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, at this point in his career, Mozgov knows his role, plays hard defense, and really takes quality shots on offense.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Brooklyn. Mozgov hits them both. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Murray the pass to Harris. Here's Chandler. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Mozgov sets a screen for Carroll. Dishes it to Mozgov. From outside off the mark. Denver leading by 4. Chandler outside. Shoots over Carroll. Again, the miss by Chandler. The Nets have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Here's Carroll. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn.
And the awareness from Lynn, outstanding. A true point guard who really sees the floor well.
Murray kicks to Harris. The feed to Millsap. Murray for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Tell you what, it does not matter who's shooting. The defense has got to be better at getting a hand up on long-range shooters. You've got to challenge the shot.
Lynn kicks to Carroll. He dishes it to Mozgov. Back to Carroll. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Murray dishes to Millsap. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Russell in the corner. Over to the wing. Lynn the pass to Russell. And they double up Russell. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Mozgov kicks to Lynn. Pass to Booker. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Carroll. Just 5 to shoot. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 3. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. Russell dishes to Lynn. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Gotta love the determined style of Lynn's game. I mean, he plays hungry all the time. Doesn't allow the defense to dictate his shot selection, even at the rim.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Millsap a screen on Booker. Now Murray takes the 3. But he recovers it.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Lynn. Mozgov kicks to Lynn. And it's Russell in the corner. That miss makes him 7 for 12 from the field this game. Murray kicks to Millsap. Over Booker. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Chandler against Carroll. Booker the pass to Lynn. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Lynn's got 9 points now in just the second half. Murray kicks to Harris. Now here's Murray, defended by Lynn. Millsap misses.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot. And if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former #2 overall pick in 2015 out of Ohio State. Greg, in your opinion, what makes him so special as a prospect?
I think it's all about his skill level. I mean, the league loves players who can handle, pass, and shoot. And he can do all 3 at an elite level. And he's not just a stationary shooter. He can hit pull-ups, a very good in-between game as well. Let's just see if he can continue his maturation process.
That one drops. He ties it up.
You know, a decent free throw shooter at this point in his career. D'Angelo has the natural stroke, I think, to become one of the league's best. Shoots it very fluidly and easily.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. For Denver, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th, right around 46-47%. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Outside, Lynn to the wing right side. Russell dishes to Lynn. And it's sent back by Jokic. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Jokic with the screen on Lynn. The pass to Jokic. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we get to see very often, Greg.
Carroll kicks to Mozgov. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. The shot by Carroll, no good. Denver in the lead. Here's Murray. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Kicks to Mozgov. Over Jokic, and there's Mozgov. That's good on the assist by Russell. 6 points for Timofey Mozgov. Harris outside. There's the dish to Murray. Millsap a screen. Murray the pass to Jokic. They get it back.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
And it's sent back by Jokic. Now here's Murray. Guarded closer. Here's Millsap. No good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Now here's Lynn. He feeds it to Mozgov. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
In the paint, that's where Mozgov generates most of his offense. Now he'll go to the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Denver's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Jokic with the screen on Lynn. Shot off the pick. Murray, good. Murray's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard.
Outside, Lynn. Russell sets a screen for Lynn. And it's Carroll in the corner. 5 on the clock. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Nuggets shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Harris dishes to Murray. Chandler outside. Here's Millsap. Again, Millsap missing.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
Russell against Harris. Now, here is Russell. Tight defense on him, and Mozgov throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 17 rebounds.
For a guy who's played long enough with some of the greats, Mozgov now looking to rise to the challenge in big moments himself.
Jokic with the screen on Lynn. Chandler kicks to Millsap. Pass to Jokic. Here's the 3. It's money from deep.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Outside, Lynn. Rebound by Murray.
You know, that's an easy one. You can't miss these shots. Those are makeable shots. especially when the defense isn't on its game.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Jokic with the screen on Carroll. Fires for 3, and Jokic with the basket on the assist by Paul Millsap.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Carroll for 3. There's Mozgov. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, you can see the work that Mozgov has put in on display there, refining his moves inside. Nice to see.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. There's Russell with the 3. That one, no good. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you very much with Kenneth Fareed. What was the key tonight?
Just keep attacking, keep playing strong, and you know, my teammates, they believe in me. Just relock in and get focused and play my game.
Great team win tonight, Kenneth. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.